Here we go into the mid card. All right. Here we're gonna do a little bit longer of a discussion. We're not gonna try and rush along as much. We're gonna give ourselves up to 5 minutes, maybe less if don't have really anything to say. But these are more of the um, this is the guts of it. This is what's really going on in the day to day. These are the bigger questions that people have been debating about for the last few months. Here's where we really get into it and draw our lines in the sand. So I'm just warning you guys, don't get mutinized. Okay, just kidding. All right. So we got this is the first one. How does the new Bloodline forge a new legacy? So we got Bloodline Part 2. Solo's taking over without telling Roman, as it seems. It looks like he's moving on Roman. Brings in Tonga Law, and Jacob Fatu. What are your initial thoughts on that new grouping, Iceberg?
Yeah, I mean, I like it. I like it. You know, the Samoan Werewolf is amazing in the ring. It's nice to see Solo get on the mic and get his shine going. Um, I think they're a force to be reckoned with, right? I mean, all those guys are tough guys. They're great in the ring. They're great as heels. And it's going to be interesting to see. Obviously, he's going after Roman because he said Roman's going to have to acknowledge him as the tribal chief. So it's going to be interesting to see how that, you know, how that ends up, going down because Roman's going to come back and he's going to want his wise man with him, right? And what's going to happen here? The Usos going to come back. You know, I don't know. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, I'm not like I said earlier in the Run the Ropes segment. I do think that the Jacob and Tama and Tonga, they still got a lot of room to grow, and they got a lot of proving themselves to do. So this is very early on, so it is going to be interesting to see where they go and who they match them up with, how they do it. A lot of people say Solo shouldn't even be in that spot because he didn't earn it because he was constantly taking L's. So are they gonna? I mean, it's interesting to see that they're doing.
That's what makes it good.
Yeah, that's what makes it good, right? Because he thinks he's good and he's not type shit. So you want to hate him and root for Roman now. So now Roman's going from heel to babyface. So that's a good matchup in my opinion. He's too arrogant, He's like that. He's got that William Regal arrogance, right?
Yeah.
So I like that, but I also like that they're doing the opposite with Jacob. Now they're making him too dominant and not putting him in L's. Which it's like, okay, so does that mean that he's gonna outshine Solo and take over?
I could see them doing a whole Solo thing. I could see the other two guys being tag teams, like how they were. I could really see this group being broken apart, in my opinion. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
It almost seems like these pieces are too aggressive. They're too alpha. They're just like they're coming in too hungry and they're just gonna eat each other alive.
Yeah. Jeff, I mean, what's killing me about you, Jeff, right now is that I can't see you. I'm not gonna lie. That's what's throwing me off.
I'm becoming John Cena over here.
Yeah, for real. I'm not talking to John Cena, right?
Now you can see me a little bit.
There you go.
But yeah, I think the new Bloodline is really good. But I don't understand why Solo was in the Roman role. That just doesn't make any sense. He went like 2 years or whatever without even like really speaking, and now he's like you know, the leader. Like he didn't do anything to like earn that role. He was losing and losing, and then he just all of a sudden like the new tribal chief.
Yeah, like
So I do think it's gonna be more interesting once Roman comes back, and then it's gonna only
like how do you get these guys to respect you? I just don't get that.
No, I love it because he like bogarted it. Like it was like he didn't deserve it, but he was the one that.
I feel like because of that, I feel like that's the underlying thing, though. How do these guys really respect you?
He'll go back to being a mid-carder once this is over. I think this is just his little period of time to shine.
I will say, when Roman comes back, he's gonna be the biggest babyface in WWE for sure, especially in that role against.
I don't know if I want that though, to be honest. I don't know if I want it, but I do know that these guys. To me, it seems like these guys are circling the water, and they're not there to respect and acknowledge.
So what's that? What is that?
Oh. I think that they're.
Holy shit! Took me out. Yeah. So you don't want him to be. You don't think he'd be good at it, or it wouldn't be good for him to be a babyface.
I like Solo in the role. I don't mind that losing thing. I like it like you, Iceberg. I just think these guys.
No, I'm saying Roman though. That Roman comes back. You know, you don't. But I think he is though. I think when he comes, the pop for him is going to be crazy.
I mean, I agree, I don't think I wouldn't bet against it, but I'm not a fan of it. I don't know, maybe over the years since he's grown as a performer, maybe it'll be different this time around. But I recall us booing him out of the.
He was a terrible babyface, yeah.
Terrible babyface. Terrible. So I'm not really sure that's a good idea, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Next topic, right? Because apparently this fucking thing didn't loop like I told it to. That was the problem is. That's why that ad came up, you see. Anyway, here we go now.